Wrinkles. And no, I'm not talking about the ones on my face because I'm sure I have some. I just don't have that many for some odd reason. But I'm referring to the wrinkles in new relationships when your son or daughter meets whether someone they're dating, it's just going to be someone that they bring to the house. And so you love your son, and then his new partner loves him too. And y'all got to figure out how to navigate that relationship. And so, for instance, my husband and I got married 6 years ago, and his son was 15. And when he was 17, he started dating a girl, and um, we loved my stepson, and his girlfriend loved him too. And so we all believed we had his best interest at heart. And so we had to figure out how to iron out our differences, how to make the wrinkles smoother. And so you can apply this to a disagreement, a discomfort, etc., etc. And I realized through the bumps and bruises, we don't have to be best friends, but we can be cordial and respect one another along the way. And so the one thing that comes to mind is when my stepson started dating. He was 17 and she was slightly younger, and she came to the house, and our rule was stay out of the bedroom per se, but then we have a tiny house, and so we thought go in the bedroom but keep the door open, and the dogs come in and out, and we are free to kind of wander and see what's going on too. And we wanted them to have their space, but we didn't want any hanky-panky in the house, and that was the rule. That was our right. And so come home one day, her vehicle's in the driveway. I walk in, his bedroom door is closed, and I said, not today, sister, not today, brother. And so I knocked on the door and went in, and they're snuggled up on the bed, and I said, this isn't happening, these are the rules. And so there was a disconnect. And I can understand they're young and they wanted their space and this and that, but our house isn't the Motel 6. And we don't want babies being made under our roof because, sorry, not sorry. And so we disconnected for a time. My stepson went to live with his mom, and then he had to come back and we had to sit down and talk. And we had to say, you don't have to agree with it, but these are the rules. And if you're going to live here, you have to abide by them. So lo and behold, they're still together. And we were able to air out our differences and iron out a couple of things. And now everything is pretty much on an even keel. We see them, we hang out, we spend birthdays, holidays, etc. together, and we recently helped to move into their first house. So we have made progress. But in every new relationship, there are going to be wrinkles and there are going to be roadblocks. But what it comes down to is parents, you have to stand your ground. You have the right to make rules in your house. If your adult son or daughter doesn't agree to it, they have to find their own place and create their own space and their own environment and make their own rules. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.